Hey guys, this is Stryderprime bringing you another Tool Time with Stryderprime video. uh, Lately I've been looking at my paints and stuff like that. I'm trying to reorganize a few things here and there and taking stock of what I have. And of course preparing some paints that are kind of dry and maybe I don't need anymore and throw them away. Making room for the new paints that I purchased recently. Of course, I came across my large stock of Alclad 2 paints, which I've purchased in the past year or so, you could say, and just seeing which one I have that's good and which one's not. This here's a jet exhaust color. Here's a polished brass. Of course, this brings me back to the other kit that I made, the Sotheby version of Kotoki, or Verkai, you could say. But I kind of realized something. As much as I love my Alclad paints, I don't think I'm doing a good job painting my my Gundam kits. I mean, granted, out of the ones that I've made, only one kit came out really good, and that was my Tallgeese build. Even to this day, I don't think it looks good, but you know, I won the prize on that one. But it was good in my point of view. The other kits that I've made, of course, the master grade. What do you call it? The master grade heavy arms. The well, I didn't use the Alclad 2 paint on the master grade Wing Zero Kotoki. I did put it on the Sananju, and of course on the Jesta, you know, what do you call, yeah, the Master Grade Jesta. And of course, I did to me, I did a great job on the Sotheby. But I don't think I'm doing it right. And lately, I've been discovering a few things here and there, where certain things are not coming out the way it's supposed to. I'm following the directions, and I'm saying to myself, what am I doing wrong? But part of that is not because of what I'm doing wrong. Well, how is the color coming out, and does it look appropriate for the kit? It's kind of hard to look at this, shake it up and look at this, and try to imagine that this is what it's going to look like on the part. Or like something like this. It's candy indigo enamel, which is a bluish tone. You can't see what it looks like because it's black. You would have, and unlike a regular paint, like a lacquer-based paint or an acrylic-based paint, you could take, you know, a brush and then apply it onto a part, dry, and see how it looks when it dries. This one's all watered down because it was designed specifically for airbrushing. So I came to the conclusion that I need a reference point. And this goes back to the time when I did take some of the colors that I had, the gold colors, and making the demonstration colors of what I was going to use, applying it on spoons, plastic spoons. And to tell you the truth, I had a lot of fun doing that. So much fun that I came to the conclusion that I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to make a guide of some sort which tells me which color will look properly painted. Have it as like a test, as a point of reference if I ever want to use it on some other kits. I have a lot. I know this is not the complete stock or the complete library of Alclad 2, but this is the stuff that I would like to use for future kits. I have about 3 or 4 kits that I definitely want to use these paints on, but I need like something to give it as a point of reference. So I'm going to use this cardboard, or I'm sorry, this plot plate. Actually, what scale is this plot plate? This is 0.020 thick or 0.5 millimeters evergreen scale model sheet styrene. I have a lot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it into slices and divvy up the colors on per slice. So like one slice will be the golds again. So we have gold. Hang on a second. There's a gold here, of course. And there's has a copper, which is almost gold too. Then we have the candy indigo, which is blue. So we have that. Hot metal red. Transparent red. This jet exhaust will go here. You guys understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to make some rows here on this plot plate. I'm going to cut it up into slices. And what I'll do is I'll paint the whole thing black primer using this. It is kind of glossy in a way, so I'm going to use it. But to give it more gloss, I will apply aqua gloss clear over it, so it'll retain the reflectiveness. Then per each strip, I'm going to take one color, paint one section, another color, paint the other, and then the other. So I'll have like a color matching system, kind of like when you go to Benjamin Moore Paints or Home Depot or Lowe's, and you go to the paint section and you pull out those little paint chips and say, okay, this is what I want to use for this and that. I'm going to do that as for this, and then I'm going to keep it in a guidebook so I have a point of reference. Now I'm going to try this with the Alclad and see how it comes out. So let me prepare this. I'm going to cut this up and we'll try it out and see how this works. Alright, so I've cut 5 strips of plot plate. These are 1 inch in diameter, 1 inch by let's see here, by 1, 2, 3, 4, by 6 inches, so 1 inch by 6 inch templates that I'm going to use, and I'm going to apply, I'm going to apply all gloss black on each and every one, and then I'm going to apply chrome based, a silver based color. For this one, I'm going to use the bright silver candy base. See how it is. I just got this from MosquitoCon. My standard chrome here. Bright silver candy base, which is basically, it's the same thing here. So you know what? Put this to the side. So we're going to replace that with white aluminum, and then semi-matte aluminum. For this, on the other hand, let me see if I have another paint here, because if I don't have one for control, what I can do is I can make this a standard. This won't be painted gloss black. This will be be primed first, and giving a regular. How can I say this? Because obviously you have all these 4, and in each silver color type, and it, bright color it is. Then I'm gonna I'm gonna mask off a part here and here and here, so I can paint each color. So, for example, I could do transparent red on one side, and then I could do candy ruby red, another, and then I have another one here. Where is it? There is it. I'm sorry. As always, I never seem to have anything prepared. Alright, we'll use this. Then we have candy indigo, and let's see, that's candy indigo. Oh, here it is. That's why I was looking for this. But let me get the whole thing first. So that. Here we go. So I have hot metal blue and hot metal red. So for starters, this is probably going to be just for the red. So red, 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 blue, blue, red, 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 all done, all the way down. I'm doing this because I want to know what shade it looks with each color. It's going to probably be a lot here, so wow. I should have actually, maybe kept the whole thing all in one shot like this, and then cut it off. But it doesn't make it. It's okay. This way, I can keep it, separate like that, and then I could use that as a point of reference, because then I'll mark the back of the strip, saying, okay, this is for this is for that, and then I could always try to match it up to what I want. So I may end up getting another strip. Yeah, this is time consuming, but to tell you the truth, this eliminates the guessness of me trying to guess if this color is going to work or not. And I'm trying to see if I can get the right ratio down. So let me prepare this and let's see how it looks, okay? Alright. So I have the strips on this, and I just finished painting black primer and microfiller black, which is gloss black, you could say. I was originally going to use Model Masters black, gloss black, but I ran out. I'm going to have to buy more. And as you can see right here, there's that little shine that you could see. Now, I don't know if you could see this on camera, but there's these little dot things that just forms up. I don't know if, let me see if this one is less than that. Come on, where's the light? No, this one's a lot better. I ran into some issues, and this has been like this for a long time, where when I use this, some particles gets picked up in the air. Now, obviously, I'm in a closed environment. And what I don't have turned on, I should have had it turned on, was I have an air filter here from Holmes, which I can use to filter the air in this room. So I got to remind myself to do that the next time, to filter the air in this room. Now, another thing is, of course, even though this is pre-thinned, I remembered the last time I used this, it was too thick to apply onto the parts. So what I did was I give it about a drop or two, maybe 3 of thinner, and I've been using Mr. Color's leveling thinner. And this part right here came out a lot more smoother, a lot more reflective, as you could see. Wow, it's pretty good. The others are not too bad. What I did was I did give it a gloss sealant, and I was using Aqua Gloss Clear, but I decided to use it on this part first, which was not painted. This was going to be my control. Turns out this thing was so clogged up, even though I shook it a lot and everything else, it came out too thick, and there's a drop there. There is a shine there, but I ruined it with this part. No matter, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over and do the other side. So this is already dried. It's going to be the control either way, so no big deal. Because I wanted to try painting Alclad paints on without a black primer in the back. So now I'm just waiting for it to dry a little bit more, and then we're going to start with the other colors and see how it comes out. Alright, so we're going to paint this strip, beginning with chrome. I got my airbrush set to 13 psi's. Let me just blow out whatever particles it's on it. I'm going to do this nice and slow. Alright. And that is reflective. Maybe I need a little bit more, so let me give it a little bit more just in case. Not too much. This is my first time using Alclad paint on the new airbrush. Nice. Now it's showing. As you can see, you see the reflection of my camcorder. Nice. I'm going to let this dry and we'll move on to the next one.